Hi, lifers, and welcome back into the living room, and welcome to the podcast because life can be a niche. I am so glad you are here with us today. We are having a wonderful time already because we're live and we're able to communicate and talk and get into it. For those of you who are joining for the first time, welcome. Lifers, I appreciate you. Thank you for doing life with me. And for those who have been here riding the whole time with us, doing life, thank you so much for being repeat offenders. I am so pleased and so grateful to have you here. And the T, because I'm going to get into this early because I want to go ahead and get into the topic because I'm so excited about it, and you probably see why, but I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. The T of the episode is DeJarling. And I love this flavor. And it is, it's some lightning. I don't know if y'all hear that, but it's a thunderstorm. I love this tea. It is such a wonderful flavor. And it's, the cute little name or whatever. And I just think it's just the best. But I'm going to sit this down here to the side. And we are going to go ahead and get into what we have to talk about today. Now, those of you who are watching on the YouTube channel, you're probably already realizing that this is not, my living room. And it is not. This is a different setting. For those of you listening, I always shoot from, my living room. I have my curtains in the back. It's the same old. And here I'm sitting in a big comfy chair. This was actually my dad's chair, and I'm sitting in this because I am filming from my home, like where I grew up. I'm in my mommy's home, and we are, doing life down here for a few days, and it has been wonderful. So I'm in the living room. I'm just in my mama's living room, and I am enjoying myself immensely. You can see I'm just chilling, laid all back. I'm having a good time, y'all. I love being home, and just my hometown. It's a small town, a small community, but it made me who I am, and it is a part of my DNA that I would not ever deny. And that's what we're going to talk about today, is knowing who you are and getting to know yourself. And just being here, I was grappling with what are we going to discuss, what we're going to talk about in the living room today. And just being here at home around my, where I grew up, around my family, and, just in my mama's house. It is just reminding me so much of who I am. And I just love it. And I love being here and being in my town that has one traffic light. Maybe two. We have two traffic lights now, but when I was growing up, it was one traffic light. But, just talking about really understanding who you are and the importance and the value of that. I know that, when I was growing up, it was always, you didn't want to be called country because you were from a small town and all that. I went off to college and it was like, ooh, you from way down there. Ooh, you country. And I used to get a little bit offended, and now I'm proud when people tell me like, ooh, you from that? Yeah, I am. Because I think that means the grit, that's me. That's part of who I am. Yeah, I'm country. And I love it, and I love being a small town girl, and it's made me what I am. It added to my value system. So yeah, I'm proud of that now. But on a more serious note and a little bit of a deeper level, I talk to so many women and girlfriends, and one thing that comes up is, when you get married and you have kids, you kind of forget who you are or what you really like. And I won't say you forget. You kind of put it to the side, maybe. I don't think you ever really forget who you are. I think the essence of who you are is always inside you, but I do think that you sometimes take being a mama as, that's what I do. I'm a mama. I enjoy what my kids enjoy. My whole life centers around, well, what do they want to do? What I need to pour into them. I need to educate them. I need to expose them to all of these different things. And in doing all of that, we sometimes forget to cultivate who we are and to really hone in and remember and nurture the essence of who we are inside. And I have been guilty of that myself. And then if you add in, the fact that those of us who end up in divorce or losing a spouse for whatever reason, and you are no longer, identified as a wife and a mom, you're just a mom. And so now you're out here grappling with, well, what do I like as a woman? What do I enjoy just being me and being myself? And that is an important place to really sit. So I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but I am talking specifically to someone out there, to some woman out there, to some young lady, about making sure you always keep who you are at the core of everything you do, and that you nurture that so that you don't end up like so many of us who have to sit down and remember or figure it out or revisit it because we've spent so much time being everything to everyone, a professional, a career person, or an entrepreneur, or a mom, or a caregiver. When you end up wearing so many hats, the hat that you sometimes forget to put on is your own hat and your own, what do I like? I like jazz. I like, R&B. I love some good old down home blues. I love classical music. I love gospel music. Just understanding who you are and nurturing that, and not choosing to allow those things to be put on the back burner just because you are so many things to so many other people. So, here are a few tips just in case you may not remember, or you're feeling like, I'm in that category. I'm teetering. I'm doing so many things. I don't know when's the last time I sat down and actually chose a movie that I wanted to watch and not something my whole family wanted to watch. And to do that, and I had to do a lot of work. After my divorce, I had to do a lot of work to figure out just what tickles my fancy, baby, because I like my fancy to be tickled. And I had to sit down and spend some time with me. And that's the biggest thing that I can suggest, and being here is why this topic is even coming up, because I'm in a place of comfort. I am in my parents' home where I grew up, and it's a place that I can find peace and quiet. And that's what you need when you're grappling with or trying to figure out, who you are or what you need. Because it might not be a matter of who you are. It might be a matter of what you need in your life at this time. And that's to just go somewhere and be quiet. Close your mouth, close your ears, and get off of social media and have some quiet time with you so that you can really sit down and think, what do I need? What is in my life that I don't need? What am I good at? What could I use work on? What do I want to be good at that I'm not that great at right now? And when you have quiet moments, you can find those things, or they will just come to you. It's not like it's very hard. It's not some kind of neuroscience brain exercise. It is literally just sitting down and being quiet. But it's hard. It is hard to do that. But you have to dedicate yourself to that. And you don't have to go to the house where you grew up. You don't have to go, to some small, quiet town or a beach. Although I love myself a beach, and I will sit on that beach for hours. I don't even know what I'm thinking about when I'm out there. I'm just sitting out there, just under that umbrella, chilling. I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm listening to the ocean waves, but that's me. Something's coming to me because I always leave feeling renewed. But just that quiet time is important. And it's something that I now do. I do it every day. I have quiet time with God and quiet time with me. First thing in the morning. Yeah, that means I get up earlier. I get up, an hour and a half before the little people wake up, before their little peepers open. And I go away in a room and close the door, or I'll go outside if it's nice on my patio and, have a cup of coffee and some quiet time to just allow myself to listen to who I am, what I need for that day, and that every day you do that is a step toward identifying who you are and what you want in life, and remembering that and reminding yourself of that. And it doesn't require money. You don't have to go off on some expensive retreat off to some mountain with some monks in a cave or anything like that. It is literally just spending that time alone. And then, also don't forget about the value of your own opinion. You don't need validation from anybody else to tell you what you like, what you should like, what you should be doing, what you should be wearing. It's just you. And I remember many years ago, and this was before the natural hair movement really, really took off, at least where I was. And I remember, not wearing my hair natural to work. I was in corporate, and that was just something that was like, they can get the flat iron hair, but you probably shouldn't go into that interview with your hair natural, or probably shouldn't do that. And recruiters would even sometimes tell you, well, this is a very conservative company, so be mindful of how you dress when you go, and you should always dress for success and dress for what you want to be. But now looking back, now that I got some seasoning, I got a little age on me now and some wisdom, I don't want to be anywhere where my hair wouldn't be accepted. That if I did want to go curly girl, and I change my mind all the time, I might have my mama press my hair again. If y'all missed it, check it out on the YouTube channel. My mama pressed my hair just because I wanted it pressed, because I can do that if I want to. But I don't necessarily now let what other people expect and want dictate what I do. And that is so freeing. And that to me is, again, being true to who you are and true to your core. And accepting that and embracing that and finding that place of peace and solace and, putting your feet up and chilling and doing you and being you. So if you are in a place where you have been told you're not right for something, or you're not fitting something, or you're trying to achieve something, you're trying to open a business and people are telling you it may not be a good idea and all that, of course, take it in, accept the feedback, and evaluate the value and where it's coming from, and then decide. Spend time with you, and you decide what it is you need to make yourself happy. And if that is going into a business where only 2 people in the world want to buy what you're selling, but it makes you happy, go for it. As long as you don't go broke and go bankrupt, go for it. But don't allow anybody to tell you what you ought to be doing and what you ought not to be doing. Because that is selling yourself out. And that's one thing I have learned. I will not sell me out. I am too old. I'm too old, baby. I'm old. I don't have time for that. I'm not bargaining anymore on who I am. I am not up for negotiation. Who I am is who you're going to get. I pray all the time. You're not going to see the who Katie is dealing with the CEO, and then I'm different dealing with the custodian. You get the same Katie all day. That's my goal. And that's because I know who I am and what stock I come from. And I own it. And I hope you own it. And if by chance, just a little bit, you were wondering if you are good enough and doing the right thing, spend some time. I ask you right now, give yourself just 30 minutes. If you're running, sit down. Sit down somewhere and be quiet and listen to yourself and who you are. And remember everything that everybody poured into you growing up. And own the best parts of you that you know, that's who I am deep down inside. Yeah, that's me. And it doesn't matter to anybody. Be you. Be who you are. Own who you are. Honor you. Honor yourself. And that way you can honor others. It's hard honoring other people and blessing other people when you're not even who you are. You somebody else wearing a mask or being something you think people want. That's tiring. You will be tired. I promise you'll get tired. So that's my little bit today. I don't have a whole lot because I'm being quiet because I'm enjoying being home, eating my mama's cooking, chilling in my mama's living room. Around these beautiful plants, these live, look at all these big beautiful plants. Like, wow, my mama's house is pretty cool. You don't see anything like this in my house. I got some, but not like this. But I'm just enjoying being. I am soaking that up, and I hope you soak it, sop it up like a biscuit. Sop up who you are and own it and give it to the people. Give the people what they want. They want you. Not a watered down version of you. Not some fake you. Give them you. I promise you, they'll be pleased with who you are. That's it, folks. I am chilling. I'm about to go somewhere, sit down somewhere, like my grandma would say, sit down somewhere and be quiet. I'm about to go be quiet and be me and just try to make sure I got all of me in me, not letting any of it die, because I own it. And I just thank you so much for riding with us today. I appreciate you. Remember to follow me on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter is at KatieBryantWrites.com. I always drop something on the blog every now and then. Check it out. It's called Life Unfolding at KatieBryantWrites.com. Be sure to follow us on Farmhouse Fridays. I'm always cooking up something because I love to cook. So you got to come check out a Farmhouse Fridays with us. Love to have you roll with us. So I appreciate those who are, because life can be a niche. You are a blessing to us. You just don't know. If I just get one subscriber out of this, come on YouTube. I know you're watching. If you on YouTube, y'all know that subscribe button is free. It's not a charge at all. Go ahead and hit it. What you waiting on? You looking at it, push it. Boop. Push it. I'm waiting on you. Go ahead. Push it. Go on and push subscribe. I know you can. It's not going to cost you a thing. Ride with us. Get in the comments. Tell us what you think. If you are dealing with trying to find out who you are, you're just trying to reclaim you and find who you used to be or who you let die, let us know what you're doing and how you're going through that. I'd love to talk to you about it. I'd love to just share and get to know and learn more from you, because that's what we do on this show, because life can be a niche, but we all get through it together. Thank you all so much. Be good to yourselves. Be good to each other. Thank you for riding with us, and I will see you when I see you, the real you, baby, because you are worth it and you are valuable and you are better off being who you are. I love y'all. Be good.